I'm Evan Osnos. I have a story in the magazine this week about the filmmaker Jia Zhangke, who is China's leading independent director. One of the things that Jia Zhangke is best known for is for making politically critical films that somehow stay within the bounds of legal filmmaking in China. This is a clip from Platform, which is a film he made in 2000. In this case, he is making a fairly harsh commentary about the state of China's coal mines.
二，本着革命人道主义精神，如遇不测，每况补助每人500元，给其直系家属。三，每人每天工资10元。
Chinese coal mines are notoriously dangerous, and 60 miners die every week. But it's hard to say that in a public forum in China without running into problems with the government. And so in this clip, he has cast a character in the role of an illiterate coal miner who's forced to sign a contract that he can't read, which basically absolves the mine of any responsibility in the case of an accident. Over and over in Jia's films, you see the stories of people who are trying to transform their lives, trying to move from one world to another world, whether it's migrant workers going from the countryside to the city or people trying to move up within the places they've chosen to live. In this scene, which is from Unknown Pleasures, a film that was released in 2002, we see the character of Bin Bin, who goes in to try to rob a bank in order to try to buy his way out of the small town in which he lives. And it's a sort of tragically unsuccessful attempt, and it has to be one of the best bank heist scenes in movie history.
大姐，大姐，他妈的没听见！大姐，拿钱呀！
好歹你也拿个打火机啊！
One of the major changes over the course of Jia's filmmaking career is that he's gone from making these very hyper-realistic films to incorporating surrealistic elements, whether it's animation or digital effects. Here's an example from Still Life, which came out in 2006, in which, for no real explanation, there's a UFO that streaks across the sky. If you ask Jia Zhangke about why he put that into his film, he explains that the UFO is no more out of the ordinary than anything else that's happened in the Three Gorges Dam over the last 10 or 15 years, in which people have been uprooted from their homes and the landscape's been transformed. And the statements that you hear from the government describing what this area will become are so far from reality and so far from people's lives that they're just the same as a UFO. And so he wanted to represent that on screen. Jia has become very well known for the aesthetic of his films. Very long takes, very little camera movement. The dialogue tends to be very low-key. As he always says, he wants to leave it up to the viewer to decide what it is in the scene that they respond to. Here's another scene from Platform in which the character In Rui Juan has become a tax collector and given up her life as a singer and dancer in a performance troupe. This scene has no visible drama. There's no sweeping orchestral music or emotional close-ups, but you still come away with a very distinct sense of everything that this character has left behind and the things that she still looks for in her life that she can't find.